Hello there. What I want to do is just have a little bit of an analysis of what I think is going on with the time price relative to the PLS price. As people may know, the PLS is actually paid by the dividends on time, so the two are related. This is the chart for the time price in USD dollars. It kind of went up and it's got this sort of uh, came to a peak and came down. I think it's more interesting to see how it relates to the PLS itself. And what we've seen is we've seen it get to an all-time high in terms of the value. So it's costing you about 50 PLS per time, whereas it has been a lot lower, under 20 at times, and 20 has been quite an historic average. So it's became a lot more expensive. And what I'm going to try and do here is I'm going to try and do a little bit of analysis to give the viewer a bit of an interest, a bit of an idea of of how I think is going on, what is going on. We're finding that people that are selling out of positions that they had a lot of time token at the beginning. So this particular account has only bought 29,000 or 30,000 time tokens, but they've been able to sell the millions per time. That means that they've obviously got that time token in PLS at the very beginning, so that they are kind of selling out of their position. To that particular case, having sold their time position, now have nothing left. They've gone. They've completely gone out the system. They've been able to claim their 200,000 PLS over a period of time. And that position doesn't exist anymore. And I'm kind of thinking I'm seeing that more and more. There are a couple of times where that's not the case, but we are seeing people leave. And as they leave, you've got this liquidity here, and people who seem to buy are buying it to keep. So that kind of puts an upward pressure on the time token. Um, that's of interest, but I don't think it's the only thing that's going on. Um, this particular chart feeds from this particular data that is public. It's public at this URL, something that I've wrote and the likes. But what you can see is that we're constantly returning 1400, um, 3000, We are now returning much more than 100, much more than 1,000 PLS tokens per 100,000 owned. And that does show up in this chart here. So here we have the whole uh, time value for the full year, and you were running around about the fifth of the value um, for a long, long period of time, going right the way up to the beginning of November, and then we're seeing this rise up to here in terms of how many tokens that have been returned. So this is a confirmation that the actual swap function is being used a lot more. There's a lot more swaps going on, and there's a lot more time, a lot more PLS being paid for the amount of time that you got. Um, I think that actually comes and is shown up in this chart quite well. Um, what I want to concentrate on here is going back 1, 2, 3, 4 days. We saw a small uptick in the amount of time. That has that actually, if I go back here into the PLS, go back 1, 2, 3, 4 days, you can see that the actual PLS that day actually went down. It's gone down more, but there's quite a decline in the actual value of PLS. But even though you had that decline in the value of PLS, almost for the first time, there's been 1 or 2 times we were actually seeing an uptick in the actual amount of dividends that's been returned in USD value. So this is starting to become a bit of a phenomenon. So it's getting less and less dependent on the actual price of the PLS, and more dependent on the actual amount of swaps that are returning. So this gives really good reason in my book to see the actual value of the time token going up. Um, this chart is not currently available anywhere. It's just actually on my disk at the time. I don't have. I will make it available if the demand it becomes there to make it available. So this probably is the last video I'll make before Christmas and the New Year. So Merry Christmas to everybody, and let's just keep going with the internet money and the time dividends. They're doing nicely for us. Thank you very much.
Things I would like to emphasize and reiterate: we collect no data. Absolutely zero data is collected when using the Internet Money Wallet. We don't store any user information. Everything is on your local device. It is your keys, your crypto, and you are a true self-sovereign individual. The true ideals of crypto are a reality within the Internet Money Wallet. You are the master of your own destiny. If you have any questions, remember, only go to our official support channels at internetmoney.io. Only get the links to download the wallet from internetmoney.io. Make sure to join our Telegram, follow us on X, and ask any questions you may have. We are constantly growing, constantly building, constantly improving, and we are here for the long run in this crypto game that we believe in. I'm KG. Thank you for watching, and until next time, peace.
Got my own keys and my own code. Gotta protect this money. Took too long for me to get it. Can't let them take this from me.